You're recording. Check, check, 1 2 1 2. Using my phone because I don't have the lapel mic. If God is speaking to you, hey, KDB. Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Allan.P. I should say man because I'm 30 years old this year. I'm turning 30. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what's up? It's Allan.P over here. Welcome back to Sunday Tapes on a Monday. Yes, because it's not Sunday. Anyway, welcome back, man. Happy New Year and all that good stuff. So in this video, I will be breaking down the 5 tracks on my recent EP, surprise EP, unexpected EP, which is obviously from a series that I did called Allan Samples. To kick it all off, we're starting with track number 1, and it's Stretch Out Your Faith, which is the song that I sampled from the song by Mahalia Buchanan. The song is called Heal Me, Jesus.
Stretch out your faith and just receive what the blessing of the Lord has in store for you, even in the midst of everything that you're going.
It's one of my favorite songs by Mahalia, if not my favorite song by Mahalia. I love that song. And in this series, I wanted to break down, I wanted to sample songs that I actually love. I didn't want to just find something and then sample it. The backstory on this song is that last year I had COVID, and when I had COVID, I didn't touch my laptop for 2 weeks. Didn't touch my laptop, didn't touch anything music, didn't write anything. And when I started recovering, the first beat that I produced was Stretch Out Your Faith, which is the Heal Me Jesus sample. That's the song that I started with. It's 1 minute something, it's not too long. And yeah, it's one of my favorite tracks on the EP. Track number 2 is Don't Forget to Remember. Sampled from the song Don't Forget to Remember by James Cleveland. James Cleveland is or was my dad's favorite artist. I grew up listening to James Cleveland in the house, especially that album. And that particular track was one of my dad's favorite tracks, and it's one of my favorite tracks too. And yeah, man, the song is amazing. It's like a tribute to the greats.
See, I was raised on Shelley Caesar and James Cleveland, Fred Hammond and Kirk Franklin. These were my teachers. Ron Canali.
Track number 3, Smile.
I don't wait for tomorrow to smile. I put my faith in the one in the sky. I grin my way through the sorrow, that's why I never stress because God on my side.
Smile was sampled from Smile by Hugh Peanuts Whalum on the Kirk Whalum's project Gospel According to Jazz 3. Yo, that's a mouthful. But that particular track is my favorite on that project as well. And I was listening to that album. I remember it so well. With my dad, we were driving to go buy me a laptop. This is before I was married. And I needed a laptop, and I used that laptop to edit for my church. And on our way there, this is the album that was playing. I think my dad had just recently bought it, and Smile was on repeat. And that's a song that's very close to my heart because it reminds me of that moment with my dad. Okay. Track number 4, and that is Mighty Warrior, a sample from the great Ntokozo Mbambo. I mean, that track literally reminds me of my brother Lerato Pegu. That's the song that he liked leading in church. I don't know if he liked it, but they made him lead that track a lot when we were in the worship team together. So that track is like a all-time favorite song in the church. And I think the reason why I did it is just because of that people were gonna know it, people would relate to it, and it's Lux Kent's favorite track on the EP.
I'm still waiting. When it comes to the true living God, stop debating. I would never give up my son. I am not.
Track 5. What's track 5 again? Track 5, Hold On. My personal favorite track on the EP, not album. The EP, man, that song. Ooh, close to my heart because I share my testimony, a bit of like some of the stuff that I went through, my wife and I went through, and it's a song that I really wrote so that people can relate. So yeah, sampled from the song Hold Me Now by one of my favorite artists, Kirk Franklin. Kirk Franklin was like one of those urban artists that was first introduced in my life in 97 by my dad. For a guy that grew up in a home where listening to rap and kwaito, which we did on the side, was wrong, Kirk Franklin was a nice escape because he's the one that bridged the gap between rap and Christian contemporary and gospel music, and he fused it, and that's why that album is my favorite album by Kirk Franklin.
With no diploma, no degree, we were living in one room for 7 years, and many nights we spent wiping each other.
And this particular track is very close to my heart because that was the first track that my brother sang in church. That's the song that my brother sang. I remember, I think he was 10 or 10 or 11, and it was my grandmother's funeral, and he sang this at church as his item. And I remember the way it moved the people, and people didn't even know that my brother could sing like that. And that song reminds me of him and that moment that he had when he did this song. And it's so close to my heart, man, you know? So I dedicate that song to my brother. I love you, man. And yeah, that's Hold Me Now. So those are 5 tracks on mine, and all the tracks basically on my new EP titled Allan Samples, where I sample beats or songs. I sample songs, turn them into beats from songs that I actually love, and there's a whole story behind that. Man, this video is taking too long. You might have a question, why is this song not on Spotify, iTunes, and all these other digital platforms where you can buy? The thing with sampling is that you need to go clear the music, and I didn't want to go through all that where I have to go clear the music and all that stuff. So because I didn't want to go through that process, I decided to release it for free. It's out on SoundCloud. You can play it back to back, and I hope it inspires you. With that being said, thank you for watching this video. You know what to do if you like the channel. You know what to do if you don't like it, and why wouldn't you like it? But anyway, thank you for coming through. Thank you for watching this video, and yeah, I think I said what I needed to say, right, bro? Yes. I said what I needed to say. With that being said, more music on the way. I hope you guys are ready, and